Alrighty, so the final boss came out yesterday, and the team that people use for it is insanely like RNG, or well, I don't want to say RNG based because there is some RNG in it, but it's super non-friendly to just a lot of people in general because it uses two collab characters that need their relics. So you have to have Nanashi in the back who has his relic, you have to have Festival Gother on the front who has his relic, and it's just a huge like I don't know. You have to be really late game to have all of that stuff, and you have to have all of the collab characters and everything. So this seems to be a good team that's like an alternative that is pretty accessible because a lot of these characters were given out for free or like have been they're pretty accessible. That's kind of just the word I would be using. But yeah, it's Jillian in the back because of her buff. She buffs what? Green units attack, I think? No, HP attribute allies HP. So we're running mono green, of course, which is type advantage. Brunhild is going to be your main damage here. You're basically using Liz for the stance cancel in turn 2 for some more points. And then you're basically just using Gother for rank up, and then his AoE card is good for taking out the balls on the side. So honestly, this one does also require a bit of RNG, so you might want to be a little careful there. The big thing that you want to worry about is going into the second phase, making sure that you have a level 3 Liz card, because the level 3 Liz card is what cancels stances. It's very easy for her to actually get, max ultimate move gauge, which can be kind of troublesome in a way because it's going to clog up your hand a little bit because you're going to be using the Oath of Combat that you're not going to want to use ultimates if possible. I guess you could maybe just do the one without the food instead just to try to go for like an easier clear. But I assume you're probably going to be wanting to go for points more than anything, so we're going to have to rank up here. Let's go ahead and kill the balls on the sides. He already has his ultimate, which is really bad RNG for us. I don't think we're going to be able to kill this turn. I think we just go ahead and heal and maybe see how we're looking after this ultimate. I'm not super used to this team. There's definitely a couple of like weird things here and there that you want to do for like extra points and stuff, mainly in the second phase. Like just being able to remove stances is a really big one, of course. And in this first phase, getting past this Brunhild, or the Margaret, because of her buffs and everything, can be a little bit tricky in a lot of cases. So she ulted Elizabeth there and completely got rid of both of her cards that I needed. So that's actually terrible for us. I don't know exactly how this is going to go, but let's use this. Hope it doesn't break the 50%. Depending on the crits, it definitely could. But she's really low on ultimate as well, so we're just going to hope that this works out for us. I think we'll go ahead and throw this away at the moment. And I guess we'll just hope that we get really lucky. Yeah, I don't think this is going to work out for us. Yeah, that was all 3 crits, and we still kind of messed it up. Let me try to get a better run really quickly. Alright, so we're in the second phase now. We're in a really weird spot because of the cards that we sort of have in hand. I'm going to do this, but he already has his ultimate again. I think the big thing here is that you want to try to go into the phase that you're going to kill on with him having as much ultimate move gauge as possible. Yeah, we have to get at least some sort of damage on the board before we go for the attack. And it's really tough to do that like right at the beginning. You're probably going to have to stall unless you just get like really good RNG first thing, which is very unfortunate. The fact that she deletes all cards from a unit out of the hand is really annoying, I have to say. So this is probably not going to be the greatest team you've ever seen. We have an interesting hand here, I guess, but I'm going to highly doubt that we still have enough to kill here. Even if we do kill, because we don't have to worry about the res this turn, if we somehow do, which we don't, there's no crits, it was going to be pretty tough as far as RNG goes to make sure that we would have had like a decent hand going into the next phase, which I guess you have a couple of turns to sort of turn it around. The fact that Liz is so low is very concerning right now. I think that she's probably gonna die. Yeah, more than likely. I might have to put... Well, okay, that wasn't really that many cards used that turn, so that's good at the very least. She has way too many buffs on, so we pretty much lose either way. Alright, if we can get all crits here, maybe. Okay, that actually worked out really nicely. So, now the question is, can we get a level 3 of this? Because if we don't get a level 3 with this before he puts up the stance, we pretty much lose again. So that's also very concerning. Let's just try to get rid of some of these cards for maximum card draw if possible. I could have potentially merged the Gother cards there, but I want to have at least one Gother attack in hand for the balls on the sides. Okay, we either have to rely on getting a second rank up or a second one of these to remove the stance, which is definitely going to be all RNG, so you can see where this run is very frustrating. Let's go for... I guess this. Let's try to hope that we can get what we need, I guess, because we're pretty much going to have to spend the entire turn trying to get that off, unfortunately. And we got another rank up, so that's good. The big problem is we're not going to be able to kill the balls in the same turn, which I don't know if that's like the biggest issue. Actually, the biggest issue is that Liz is now dead, so this run, man. Okay, so we have a pretty decent hand turn 1 here. I think what we're going to do, I now have Tarmiel Link on Liz just in case. We're going to use these. We have the rank up into the level 3 detonate card, so we should have a pretty decent chance here. Obviously, critting is going to be the biggest issue other than that. So that is definitely going to be the big gamble here. But the fact that we get a level 3 detonate card is definitely good. I can't really tell if they're trying to target, like, all of their moves I think are AoE up until the ultimate, so it's hard for me to tell if they're still targeting Liz or not. Let's go for the upgrade on Brunhild here. Let's kill the balls and hope that we crit all 3 hits here. Which is definitely, I mean, I'm running crit chance. I think I have half crit chance rolls on Brunhild. Okay, that worked out. Very good. Still looking okay for the moment. Plus, we didn't get any cards deleted or anything. We now have the level 3 in hand, which is so good. I think I'm still probably going to stall. Or, I mean, we have to stall for a turn, really. We can't really do any damage to Ludo in this phase either way. The ult kind of clogging up our hand is a little unfortunate, to be honest. Okay, he's not doing too much damage to us. Is he still? No, now he's targeting Gother. I think because I moved Gother and Liz around, and now Gother's in the middle, I probably should have left her where she was at. He's now going to use an ultimate, which I'm pretty scared of, to be honest. I think what we do here is just attack with these. I really don't want this ultimate in hand, but I can't do anything about it. I could have potentially just went ahead and ranked up Liz there. Let's see what this ultimate does to us. Okay, so he puts up the stance. Ultimate. Okay, not too crazy. He does put up a shield on himself, which is very unfortunate, but it doesn't really matter too much because Gother's so close to dead. Holy. Alright, we got to upgrade on Liz. Got to remove the stance. We got to kill the balls. And then hopefully best case scenario is we can kill this turn. We didn't make it through the shield, which is a bit concerning, but at least it still killed the stance. We really need to see how much ultimate move gauge he ends up with. Oh no, Gother's dead. That's gonna kill our score completely, but at least you can kind of see how this run sort of kind of goes. He has really good ultimate move gauge, so I think our best case scenario is to just go with these. That shield is pretty rough. Is this good enough? I'm doubting. Yeah, we missed 2 crits there as well, which is not good. Now the balls are back. Oh, this thing is so annoying, man. This fight is so bad. It's so terrible. Alright, so we're back on phase 2 here. I have the cards I need pretty much in hand. I don't know. Man, this thing is just so tough. It really is. Hopefully I can get some decent Brunhild cards, so that way once I get past the... well, we didn't really pull the greatest Brunhild cards here. The fact that his shield is a blue buff and it doesn't remove it is really weird to me. But, I mean, I guess it just kind of is what it is. I wonder if we can remove his buff, or his attack-related stats buff, before he ults, if that would actually help us more. So that way he doesn't get like a bigger shield, because it's dependent on the damage dealt. So I'm not really sure on that, but I guess we go ahead and we can waste just some of these healing cards and everything. Hope that we can get something better in hand. Really need Brunhild attack cards, like something that I can actually deal damage with. This is tough. This is tough. We did not get any Brunhild attack cards, so that is pretty normal, I think. He doesn't have his shield up yet. He's not using the ultimate this turn, so that's actually really good for us. Unfortunately, unless I use Gother's ult... Oh, okay, he's not ulting this turn either, so that's actually good for me too. So let's go ahead and remove the stance, kill the balls on the side. I don't think this Brunhild level 2 will kill, but if maybe we get super lucky, possibly? Dude, no crits on that. Oh. He's healing here as well. This is really bad. He still went for Gother, which is odd, because I moved Liz back to the middle, as you can see. He's still not using his ultimate. Does he actually get affected by Dissolve? I guess here's hoping. Can we please hit some crits? I just want to win the fight, honestly. All right, let's see it. Boom. Oh, thank God. Okay. There it is. There you can take all of these pieces together and you can understand how the run works. I'm sorry that it wasn't more fluid than that. We got 43-68, which actually might be better than the score I already had. Obviously, if you can stall for a turn and remove his stance twice, that will give you more points. But I don't know. It's just going to be all up to your RNG and everything. We did not beat our old score, but that team can win. And I mean, what? That was only 300 points below what I had, which I didn't go like super crazy point wise on the first run that I did that we got points on with the points team. But it definitely works. You just, you're going to have to rely on Brunhild critting, getting the stance removal cards that you need. It's going to be tough. Unfortunately, it's not easy. But, these new final bosses have been pretty difficult, if I have to say. So hopefully this was at least a little bit helpful. I know that the old team was very dependent on like relics and unaccessible characters and stuff, which is definitely not what you want to see for the majority of the player base, being able to use a team for this kind of activity. So hopefully this helped. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Feel free to subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you in the next one.